I have a sense of feeling that I belong here. This is where I am, and this is where I should be living my life. My name is Noor. I first started my life here in Ankara in the 80s. My parents tried to start a family here, but in 1992, unfortunately, they had to leave. Grew up in the West, just like lots of these people who are watching this video. My parents were in Detroit in the 90s and 2000s, but in 2008, I decided to take a risk and see how is it possible for one person to be able to return. And it's been a great journey since then. I identify as a Suraya. Here in Iraq, in Ankara, we say the word Suraya. So I'm a proud Suraya. I feel like I can only be a Suraya girl in my land. I was not a Suraya in abroad. I don't feel like it. No, I don't feel American, but I appreciate everything that I learned in America, in Detroit. But maybe there's a part of me that's a Detroiter. But in the end, my roots are in Ankara. My dad's side is Koinaya, so we say, in Iraq, you have multiple identities. It's not just one word. It's not like in America. You have your tribal side from your mom to your dad. My mom is Zaho, my dad's Koya. Nasha Ankara, while I'm not an Ankaraya, So all that makes who I am. Yeah, 2008 was very different. It's not like the way you see it here. The people that are watching it now, it's not really that difficult now to return because we have a lot of things here now that we have abroad. When I moved here, we didn't even have a cafeteria. So we could even go to a cafe. People going out was not a normal thing. And only meals went out. Even really nice restaurants, these things didn't exist at all. Or even activities, or even the movies, or even a supermarket. None of the stuff existed, so life was kind of challenging. But in the day, I appreciated that. I appreciated the challenge, and I accepted it. While it was difficult, I found joy in it. And there were lots of obstacles at the time. Electricity was worse, other things were worse. And then it got worse with ISIS. Through every single situation, people here, we make it. We find a way to make it. Wallah, Basima. Nothing like Iraqi tea. We call this music. This is music. That was the first thing that clicked. Is I felt this place is mine. This land is mine. I feel ownership. Whereas abroad, I always felt not originally from there, not part of the land. With that base you feel like you belong here, everything else becomes easier. Everything else falls in the right places. So that was the first thing. First thing is, I have a sense of feeling that I belong here. This is where I am. And this is where I should be living my life, in my land. First, I already felt a sense of happiness. In abroad, you hear a lot of these people saying they're depressed. Depression is serious abroad. And I realized the first thing is the natural life here made me happier, more satisfied. So that is the first thing that convinced me, why should I go back if I'm already feeling happy? And that's where it belongs. It's not for everybody. As a person, you should search and find out where is your happiness. For some people, it is here. For some, it's not. For me, I realized in the first couple months that it is here. This is where I belong because this is where I was happy. And in America, we have everything, but I wasn't happy. What's the point of having things when you're not happy? In regards to challenges of moving back here, I will not talk about the challenges that we face in those years because the situation has changed a lot here. In 2008, 2009, 2010, there were different challenges. In today's homeland, in today's Ankara, in today's Iraq, we do have some challenges still. But to me, I don't even consider them as challenges when I think about all the benefits that we have in terms of self-satisfaction when we talk about happiness. Challenges, first, just like any other place when you move, sometimes it could be challenging to make friends in the beginning. But here, it's actually easier than abroad. So when you don't know nobody, when you have nobody who you grew up with here, you do feel kind of lonely in the beginning. But if you just give it time and you start investing your time in relationships and friendships that matter to you, people that matter to you, then that will become a base. So loneliness will be the first part. That should not be a problem forever. And if it is, then that means, something is not right. You need to find a way to integrate with the community. That's number one. Number two, the biggest challenge, of course, is jobs. Even, us here, local people, and also people abroad, finding jobs is not easy in Erbil and in Iraq in general. So that's going to be a major challenge. What I'm encouraging more young people to do, those people who are living abroad, find a remote job from there. Find an American company that's willing to give you a job that you just work on your computer and they don't care where you live at, and do it from here. And that's it. That's actually a better way of making a livelihood than working for a company here. Unfortunately, because, some of the companies here are not the best when it comes to reputation. We've heard lots of these stories of, unfortunately, we don't have workers' rights, even though we do have a law, but, we've heard of people not getting their salaries, people just abruptly being released. It would be better for you to have a job serving a company that's abroad. So that's, no loneliness, number one, employment, number two. In terms of living, no, it's not a challenge at all. If you're willing to live in Ankara, rent is very reasonable compared to abroad. It's even cheaper. And other expenses, bills are a lot better than when you compare to abroad. And I would also advise making sure when we talk about hanging out with, or meeting with people, make sure you hang out with the right crowd. Don't be full ajnabi in your own circle. Don't be full ajnabi. But the whole point of you living here is for you to reintegrate, for you to find your original roots. So, the language barrier used to be one of the challenges here too. But now more people are fluent in English. So I don't really consider it as a challenge. When you need governmental services such as doing your iqama or your residency or even your citizenship and other things, the language barrier becomes a problem. If that's where there's an opportunity, you should encourage yourself to learn new languages. We have the 3 main languages here. And here's one of the returnees right here. Here's one of the successful returnees. Hello. I did Islam كامل. هاي خلقته. دخيت. عشيت.
I see live we've made.
Well, we're not live, but this is for the returnees.
We are the Swedish Olympics.
Here's a Swedish returnee. Hi. Noor, nice to meet you. All right.
How are you guys?
Good. We're happy to be in Chehana. This is the great thing about here. Relationships, just communication is more genuine than abroad, unfortunately. People here are real. We're not fake. We're not laughing fake. I feel like that's what I see a lot of times abroad. Here, there are conversations, the laughs, they're genuine. Best things about living in the homeland is we have so much sun. And it's been proven, the sun makes your mood a lot better. And it's December. I don't even need this jacket, but I'm wearing it for style. It's a beautiful day. I try as much as I can to televise my life and through the social media. But honestly, that's just only like 10% of our lives. We do so much, we see so many things that you can't really put it all on social media. I've had an amazing journey and I'm so blessed. It was the happiest moment of my life when I made the move here. And I really hope there's more people that are able to find this path. It's not reasonable that I am the only person that is, a good situation for a person to come live abroad and be successful here. But just to shorten it in 60 seconds, I had an amazing media career, and now I have also an international development career, 2 very successful different careers, but at the same time, we created a foundation to help our people, Shlama Foundation, and we've raised and spent $2 million in helping our people here. And also, I created a family. That is one of my major accomplishments. I have a lovely, lovely wife and a beautiful baby. So those are the major ones. But of course, all the memories that I created with my Kornaya relatives, my Zahonaya relatives, my friends, my acquaintances, all those memories through the 15 years are, I don't know how to put it in words, but it's been an amazing way to spend life. Yes, I definitely feel part of a movement, a group of people who have done the opposite, because it's a very unique group. It requires different traits. It requires special kind of people because not everybody can do it. And we're doing something historical. Our lives just living here will be talked about in the future when we are not here. because we are trying to do the exact opposite of, unfortunately, what's been happening for the past 20 years. So again, all these things give you a reason to live. All these things give you a reason to wake up to, that motivates you, that excites you. So it definitely can be described as a movement, and I'm proud to be part of it. So Nuclear is for people who are sitting abroad. Most of them have never, either visited, or if they have visited, they never lived here. You as an adult, you leave your parents' house, and then, maybe you're in California, and then you decided to move to New York, and you try to live a new life there. It's not crazy to do the same thing by moving here. And while you will miss out on some things because New York can't compete with New York, let's say your salary will not be 5 times as much, you'll be gaining a lot of other things instead. And it's those things that I am certain will give you life satisfaction. If you don't put money as the primary motivation for your living, you will eventually become happier. And that will be the first step for you to see if it's possible to live anywhere in the world. It could be anywhere in Asia. It could be in Beirut. It can be in Athens. But it also can be in Erbil, because now we have joined the modern world. Erbil can compete, and it's just as good as any other city for a living. So come, give it a try. Come test it for 3 months, and hopefully you'll like it. And during those 3 months, you'll have friends to help you with the transition, including the returnee group.